No, 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 no.
And now, with your permission, I'm going to do my stuff.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to do the best I can.
Oh. Oh. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone. And it's that time of year where nobody can stop playing that stupid song. As y'all can see, I love Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays, as you can see in my room. You know, where everyone can eat candy, dress up as your favorite character, or even say trick or treat. That's Halloween, dumbass! The Nightmare Before Christmas is a very good Disney movie, and I consider it an all-time classic, especially for my brother. He freaking loves this movie, like a lot. He has a bunch of merchandise in his room. And in October, it was the 30th anniversary of the film, which I took my brother to watch the re-release in theaters, but the one thing I didn't know that the film had was a sequel back in 2005 in the shape of a video game form. I'll be very honest with y'all, I never really knew this game existed or even played it. So in the spirit of the holiday season, let's take a look at Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge on the PlayStation 2. The game was developed by Toes, published by Capcom in Japan, and for North America and Europe was published by Buena Vista Games. The game was released in the US on October 21st, 2005 for the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2. The story takes place on 1 year after the original movie, where Jack wants to do something different for next Halloween, so he ventures off to find something new, while Lock, Shock, and Barrel planning to revive Oogie Boogie back from the dead, which I don't know how, knowing that Santa sort of squashed him. Now it's December 23rd and Jack finally comes back to Halloween Town and everything is in chaos. Dang, Jack just left for a month and everything goes completely wrong. No wonder why he has to keep this town in check. Oogie takes over Halloween Town and he's planning to capture all 7 leaders from all the holidays to become the Holiday King. It's up to Jack to save them all and to stop Oogie Boogie once and for all. That's mainly the plot of the game. The gameplay is mainly Devil May Cry clone, but for babies. You play as Jack, and at the beginning of the game, he receives a type of green goo called Soul Rubber. Is the main weapon you'll use to fight enemies with. It is a range attack move only. If you do a close range, you'll actually get hit on some enemies. But using the square button is your attack move, the triangle button is your grab. I'll mention this. If you use the grab button, just letting you know, Jack will say Soul Rubber like a lot, because I swear he will never stop saying Soul Rubber. Huh? Like I said, it's a Devil May Cry clone because it's the way how the camera and the combat style is. Jack also has transformations that he can go into. One of them is the Pumpkin King, where he uses his fire abilities to burn all his victims down. And we have Sandy Claus Jack, where he throws his Christmas presents to stun enemies around the area. These transformations are fine. I enjoy using Santa Jack more because his ability to stun enemies are very useful. I would like to use more of the Pumpkin King, but it has a major drawback. It's where you use more of the fire, you waste the red orbs that you collect around the area. Which, reasonable, I feel like the fire is sort of overpowered, but I kind of wish it is not wasted with these red orbs. You can upgrade your moves from the Witch's Shop by using the game's currency, these Halloween tokens, but some of these upgrades and items are pretty overpriced in my opinion. We have styles just like in the Devil May Cry games, where you do combos on enemies, you have an announcer saying badass or super sexy style. But in this game it's horror show or Pumpkin King, which I also figure that the higher your style is, the more Halloween tokens you get. Boss fights are very interesting and basically it's 2-phase. The first one is just attacking the boss like normal just to lower the health, but they also drop these musical notes and the more you collect, the more you get on your bar. And then it will start you on the second phase where you have a musical face-off. And if you get all the buttons right, the more damage you'll do to the boss. I found this pretty faithful to the movie because it's basically a musical movie, and they really use that to incorporate into the boss fights. But the worst part is that you can't even hear the dang music without hearing the noise every time you hitting the buttons. Okay, I don't know why, but I feel like the buttons were coming way too fast because there are some moments where I was just overwhelmed with the buttons coming so quickly. Or maybe I was just suck at musical games. Hey, at least I can punish with lock, shock, and barrel in their boss fights, especially doing this.
I like your cut, G.
Sadly, Danny Elfman did not return to make any new music for this game, knowing that this is technically the sequel to the movie, but they decided to do using the old classic songs, but to make them rework them to make it sound sort of new. And some of the original voice actors reprised their roles, such as Chris Sanders as the voice of Jack Skellington.
It's time you three learned all games must come to an end. Especially this one.
And Ken Page as the voice of Oogie Boogie.
Say we have some fun. The Oogie Casino is now open. What are we gambling for, you ask? Nothing all that valuable. Just your life. Cue the music.
What I find very cool is that Chris does the speaking voice in the original movie, but Danny Elfman did the singing voice for Jack. But in this game, Chris does the singing parts. And I know I heard in the video that Chris said that his singing voice wasn't really that good, but honestly, I think he does a fine job here.
Oh no! There's something very wrong! Oh no! These things here don't belong! Oh no! The streets are lined with little creatures crying! All the others must be hiding! Christmas spirit is subsiding! Oh no!
There is a Reiki system also, which I really think it's kind of bad on my part because, as you can see here, I really took my sweet time playing the game. I didn't really try to make S ranks on these, but it is what it is. But the thing I really do not like about this game is that there's like so many moments where the game doesn't really tell you what you need to do or what to get. And I just been lost on some of the levels. I was just so confused, like how I was supposed to know that you're supposed to need these golden bats to bring these vampires back to their coffins, because the entire time in the level I was just wandering around, didn't know what to do. Like I was just so confused. So that's the only thing bad part about this game, that it does a really bad example where you need to do. Oh, I almost forgot, the battle music in this game is basically This Is Halloween every time you're in a fight. I love this song, but it does get very annoying when it plays over and over again, and trust me, it really stuck in my head because the amount of times they kept playing it.
This is Halloween, this is Halloween.
The final battle is really awesome. Actually, it just reminds me of Kingdom Hearts 1 where we fought Boogie as a giant, and it does the same thing in this game where Boogie is a giant monster by absorbing all the bugs and items around the area, and then we have an epic music fight in my opinion. So Jack defeats Oogie once and for all, and Christmas is saved once again. And Jack and Sally does the same thing in the movie on top of Spiral Hill where it ends it off. Honestly, if you're a fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, I would say you'll enjoy this game. It does a very good job staying faithful to the movie. Would I say it's a perfect game? Not exactly. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's a solid game with the gameplay similar to the Devil May Cry series, and I do prefer the Devil May Cry games. But if you're a fan of that series, I will say give this game a try. I think it's a solid game. It's not that bad, it's not that great. I will say just try it. And that's pretty much it. I know this review is pretty short, but that's all I really have to say for this game. So this is going to be my last video for 2023, and hopefully 2024 will be better, because I think this year wasn't really my best year, but I think it was a pretty interesting year for me. And hopefully next year will be going great because I got some upcoming reviews for the next coming months for the next year. So hope you guys stay tuned for that, and have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of y'all. And make sure you spend time with your friends and family and your loved ones. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Make sure you share this video out as many possible to get this channel growing. And hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the brand new year. See you guys.